No one likes getting trolled. The whole point of trolling is to garner some sort of reaction for nothing more than lulz. It could be getting people to get angry about something silly, or in the case of Rockstar, simply getting their fans to have a collective meltdown when there is a faint whiff of something to do with their latest game. A commendable business strategy or silly form of entertainment for the heads at Rockstar. Who knows? And it's not just Rockstar doing the trolling. The hype around GTA 6 has reached truly insane levels, with the game trending pretty much every week. So let's take a moment to appreciate some of the biggest trolls so far that have occurred in the huge storm cloud of hype around GTA 6. Maybe we can all take a breath, touch some grass, and try to appreciate when we have fallen victim to a good old trolling. See what I did there? First on our list of some of the biggest incidents of trolling, this one actually comes from fans of the franchise and also, tangentially probably, fans of the singer-songwriter from Canada, The Weeknd. Back in September of 2020, eagle-eyed fans were treated to what seemed to be a little Easter egg about GTA 6, notwithstanding just why a reference to a Rockstar game happened to be in a performance by The Weeknd. It had fans going nuts for a while, wondering if they were going to be seeing a trailer for an upcoming GTA 6. During his Blinding Lights video, about a minute into the video, there was an arrow on screen with the words GTA 6 trailer. Why it was there appeared at first to be a mystery, but it certainly garnered a lot of attention at first. Fans went into the weeds with it until the true origin of the words came to light. As it turned out, the texts that were appearing on screen were just two comments from fans who were watching at the time. Whether this was coordinated or just a bunch of people commenting it over and over, it seemed, at least briefly, to be a pretty good troll that got everyone going for a bit. Fortunately, in February 2 years later, Rockstar would announce that they were indeed developing the next installment of the GTA franchise. And everyone could breathe easy. Rockstar loves to tease. Sometimes it might not be obvious to Rockstar that they have fans literally hanging on to their every word. Then again, it might all be intentional that a developer that loves to keep things close to their chest loves to drop a few hints here and there. As early as April 2020, 2 years after the successful release of Red Dead Redemption 2, to industry-wide acclaim, Rockstar were having internal battles around their working culture. Dreaded crunch timelines that were grinding their developers into the dirt and burning out their staff had brought a lot of bad press to Rockstar and other game studios across the industry. However, while talking about how the notoriously secretive developer had been making a lot of internal changes behind the scenes to its work culture, a small nugget of info was slipped out. To quote from the article by Kotaku, one plan that management has laid out for the next game, a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, is to start with a moderately sized release, which by Rockstar standards would still be a large game, that is then expanded with regular updates over time, which may help mitigate stress and crunch. Now, there was a lot of information in that quote alone about the upcoming GTA 6 and a lot to speculate on. At the time, no one was even sure if this definitely was GTA 6 that they were talking about. For all anyone knew, it could have been a GTA Stories game coming down the pipe, with an online mode and further DLC to boot. This little bit of info came straight from the horse's mouth, so it was genuine. However, did Rockstar know that they just gave fans something to get the hype train rolling and the hashtags trending? Of course they did. It's Rockstar. In July 2022, Rockstar confirmed that it was ending support and further developments of Red Dead Online, the online game mode that accompanied Red Dead Redemption 2 not long after its initial release. Fans of RDO had long since been complaining at the lack of love that the game mode had received. During its initial release, there had been plenty of teething issues and problems with balance. As the writer of this video can attest to, Red Dead Online was abysmal to play in its early days. The economy was absolutely broken and seemed geared to get players to buy in-game gold with real money purchases. A pay-to-win strategy was clearly at play, as in-game weapons cost insane amounts of in-game money, although it was remedied later by Rockstar. In spite of the terrible early days of RDO, it did eventually become a fan favorite for a niche community of online players who found their feet and enjoyed it. Much to their disappointment when Rockstar rather quickly announced that it was abandoning it entirely to focus on their latest GTA project. In contrast to the more lucrative GTA Online that had accompanied GTA 5 after its initial release, RDO would see no more love or major content updates in the future. To quote Rockstar themselves, "Over the past few years, we have been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed players' expectations, and for this next entry to be the best it can possibly be. And as a result, we are in the process of making some changes to how we support Red Dead Online." Needless to say, fans of RDO were less than pleased, but where one door closes, another opens. Rockstar had confirmed that they were shifting more resources to making a new, better GTA game, and it wouldn't be long before we all get to play it. Since GTA Online was released by Rockstar, the developer has used it as a means to release little Easter eggs of information to its fans during its regular content updates, one of which was a wearable t-shirt in the game that had a bunch of numbers on it. It was spotted in June of 2023. When those numbers are put into a decoder, they say the phrase, "One day will reveal all." Eager fans were extremely hopeful that this was it. Finally, they would get the big reveal on just what was in store for them in the latest GTA game. And maybe they would even get to know a definitive release date. Fans went nuts and the hype train chugged along its tracks. People were keen to stock the boiler and keep it rolling along, trending GTA 6 all over the internet until the truth came to light about what the phrase was really about. Sleuths had data mined more info, and it appeared that this was nothing more than a reference to some future Halloween content coming down the line around October time. It unfortunately had nothing to do with GTA 6. Whether or not Rockstar had intended for this was besides the point. The troll had been played intentionally, or not, and fans sank back into disappointment once more. Another cool wearable t-shirt that made a comeback was the Rockstar Says Relax t-shirt. It first made an appearance in GTA Vice City Stories, and some fans speculated that this was another Easter egg. Considering what we already know from the leak of 2022, it's not hard to see why. After all, it looks like GTA 6 is going to be returning to a modern version of Vice City. It could also be nothing more than Rockstar trolling the fanbase all over again, telling them to relax, chill out, and take it easy, man. The game is still cooking, and it'll be done when it's done. This writer thinks it's the latter. It's easy to fall victim to trolling, especially when it comes to a game franchise that you are passionate about. With games becoming a hugely popular pastime and the gaming industry becoming ever bigger and more expensive, it was bound to happen that some games would garner an eager and borderline obsessed fanbase. Without the need for yearly or 2-yearly releases, Rockstar has made a name for themselves as a perfectionist developer with incredible attention to detail, putting out games that they want to be proud of and that will have a long-lasting longevity into the future. That said, it doesn't warrant the ridiculous levels of overhype that comes with anything that would normally be considered barely newsworthy. Fans going crazy for a game that is still being baked isn't exactly conducive to making a good, polished product. The hacked material alone said more about the fans than anything else, really. People were not ready to see GTA 6, and it showed. But at least we know for certain that the game is being made. It will come out. We all just have to be patient and not fall victim to anyone trolling us, intentionally or otherwise. That includes Rockstar themselves. If you enjoyed this video and would like to sink further into the rabbit hole of all things GTA 6, consider clicking on one of these videos shown on screen. The algorithm serves all tastes and appetites, and it certainly knows yours. Go ahead, do it. Click on the video. You won't be disappointed.